Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? Let me adjust this. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rizano. You're listening to another episode of the world famous The University Level, the best podcast in one, two, three galaxies. So, ladies and gentlemen, you and I, we just called this show Online Marketing Moves. So we are coming to you live today. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about bath soap, people's bath water in the soap. It sounds ridiculous to me, but I saw this article the other day. It's about some actress named Sydney Sweeney. I don't know her from a can of paint, but I do not know. I do not know the youth. Whoever the celebrities are of the youth, I apologize. This is a show about marketing. We will discuss marketing, but me personally, I don't know what's going on with you. But Sydney Sweeney has collaborated with Dr. Squatch, a men's personal care company, and they are using her own bath water to make soap, and people are going to buy it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where you want to be in life, when you can sell your own bath. You know, when I was young and growing up in good old New Madrid, Missouri, one of the things the old heads used to say was, some lady would be walking by, some woman would be walking by, and they would say, I drink her bath water, and it's a weird, thing to say, but this is back in the 80s, the 90s. People, men were, out and out. Older dudes always be out and out creeps. You know what I'm saying? So they would say that, and they would laugh and be like, yeah, I drink that bath water. But now, literally, we have a young lady making soap with her bath water. And people are talking about it. People are bringing it up. People are going to actually go out and buy this stuff. I mean, this is where you want to be. I mean, you don't want to be the man buying the soap. I'm gonna pray for you, because it can't be that serious. But to be the person that they're buying the soap from, that's where you want to be in life, ladies and gentlemen. This is why you want to get to the tippity top. Okay, today's June the 1st, and I don't know if I told you before, but we are running a real. Now, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. My side is killing me today, but we are running a real business. No 501c, none of that. Every day we will ask you to sign up for the email list, and that will be our main thing. Every day we're going to say, hey, don't forget, sign up for the email list. Hey, don't forget, sign up for the email list. Hey, don't forget, sign up for the email list. And so you want to be in a position where, I wish I was famous enough that I would just tell people one time, hey, sign up for the email list, and a million people would do it. But that's not the case. I gotta work to get your attention. I gotta work to get you to sign up for the email list, and we all gotta do a little extra work to get attention these days, because we all know the marketplace is flooded out with people who are looking for, seeking, trying to get attention. And so this is just the way it is. This is just the way the world is right now. And so we would all, I bring up this nonsense story, because not to be like, I can't believe that this lady in this company is making soap like this. No, that's a brilliant idea. That's a great idea. If people are, like this woman, apparently they want to drink her bath water. And so the company and her, they collaborated. She probably is going to get paid up front or get a percentage of the dough. But either way, it's good attention for them. It's great for her. And that's that. And that's where you want to be in life. Okay, ladies and gents. You want to be to the point where you're because the hardest thing about content, the hardest thing about producing podcasts and making content and trying to really develop a business, the hardest thing is to get the attention. It's easy once you get it. It's hard to get it. It's easy to keep it. But you see my candle. But it's easy to it's hard to keep going because you think, oh man, who's watching, who's listening, and there's a build up and there's a following. And yes, being an actress does help. Saying you do music does help. If you want to do comedy, you want to make funny videos, you have to make videos every day. All that helps. You have to do it every day. You have to be consistent. You have to keep going because this is in the world we live in, especially in America. This is the me. The hey, look at me. The hey, look at me. The hey, look at me crowd. Everybody thinks they're a somebody, and there are more people now. As I told you before, there are more people now who are like, hey, I can do it. Hey, there are no gatekeepers. Hey. And so you're gonna see, ladies and gents, that the competition is the competition fierce? No, it's not. The competition at the bottom is fierce, but the competition at the top is not so fierce because there are many people that are going to try this. There are many people that are going to do TikTok videos. There are many people that are going to do podcasts. There are going to be many people that start YouTube channels. There are going to be many people. There are literally, if you're driving on the road of content creation, there are many dead bodies on the side of the road. Okay, they either quit, ran out of gas, or they just give up. It is exhausting. Listen, doing a podcast, you're uploading on the YouTube, you're uploading on the TikToks, you're trying to do the Facebook, you're trying to do the Instagram, you're trying to do all that. There's many ways you can do it. You gotta, if you got money, get a team. If you don't have money, you gotta just keep going until you get some money, and then figure it all out. So, that's the rub. That's the rub. It's not people. It's not easy, but it's easy. It's nice when you get paid. Listen, I was telling my cousin, I did an ad. I did an ad for a company, the Great Magic Mind, and Magic Mind. And they have a good product too, by the way. So you can always go to this is the free plug. You can always go to magicmind.com and check them out. They have these shots you can take in the morning to help with your mental clarity. But they had me, do an ad on the program. I did the ad. I was paid, and I thought, man, you know what? This is why people want to keep. This is why people want to create content. They want to keep going because whenever they send you the money, it's one of the best feelings because it's like I got paid from the content that I've been creating. It's a great feeling. It's a good feeling. And so, I know we started off with the Sydney Sweeney soap, but the main thing is one day, ladies and gents, you too could be selling soap with bad water in it. It's the same as Pattie LaBelle. One of the biggest things that I like Master P. I enjoy Master P. I was rowdy in 1995, 6, 7, 8, whenever Master P had No Limit Up and Jumping. I was Mr. Ice Cream Man, all that stuff. I enjoy Master P. But the one thing that baffles me about Master P is I saw a clip of him talking about Pattie LaBelle. Now, if you don't know Pattie LaBelle, she's a singer, great singer. She's been famous since I was knee high to a grasshopper. She has Woo 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 Say, and a lot of other songs, you know. And she did that. She had a television show and all that. But Patti LaBelle these days, you know, she lent her name to this company. They do the Patty pies, and for some reason, and it's not a diss or nothing, but you know, I mean, I don't know if you're looking at the screen, but I'm a black man and I live in America, and so you know, black people that live in America, most black people, man, we love sweet potato pie. Okay, your mama, your grandma, somebody in your family, everybody has somebody in their family that can make a great sweet potato pie. Okay, I mean, it's just the norm. And so I remember I was walking one day, walking through Walmart, and I saw Patti LaBelle selling patty pies, sweet potato pies, and she had other products too. But the main thing I saw was the patty pie, and I was like, oh, look at Patti LaBelle selling pies. I was like, who's gonna buy that pie, man? I got a mama that can make sweet potato pie, but I didn't think nothing about it. And then one day, I was up in New York. I was in upstate New York, the real New York. Okay, I was up there in Rochester. I was in the Rochester, New York. I was at a Walmart, and they had a big old sign that said, "We are out of Patti LaBelle pies." And I said, "You got to be kidding me!" I walked past these pies over and over so many times, and they were, you know, they were there. People, I saw people picking them up or whatever, buying them, but they never was like sold out. And then they were sold out. Come to find out, somebody made a video, yada yada yada, you know, and Patti LaBelle's pies were popping because people are sheep. Okay, people are sheep. But anyway, and so I say all this to say, man, you know, Master P, he was like, you know, Patti LaBelle, she don't own them pies. No, they paid her $20 million. Let me ask you something, ladies and gentlemen. Stop. Let's just stop right there. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just stop right there. Patti LaBelle did not have to make Patti LaBelle did not have to pack a pie. She did not have to drive around the country selling pies. She did not have to do anything. She gave her name to this company and said, "Here, we're gonna make pies together." They make the pies, they ship the pies, they package the pies, they deliver the pies, they do everything. Patti LaBelle is probably somewhere sipping lemonade in the shade. Okay, God bless Patti LaBelle. They said, "Here you go, Patti LaBelle. We like you so much. Here's $20 million, allegedly. I don't know how much money it is. Anything over $5 million. Listen, we're doing great, okay? I'm not greedy, me personally. I don't need $100 million. It's one thing we all got to get away from. You know, one thing people need to get away from this whole yap about generational wealth and all that. Listen, you want to give your kids the. I want to give my child the. Of course, I want to give my child a leg up. I would like for her to own. I would like to pass down things to her, you know. But before we can give generational wealth, let's give generational financial knowledge, okay? And so I would tell my daughter, listen, sweetheart, if you can license your name to somebody and they're gonna give you $20 million and you don't have to do much to give your name, sweetheart, you are doing A-OK in life, okay? So like I said, I like Master P. That's the only thing we can disagree on is the whole Patti LaBelle. And he's like, that's why we got to create our own. No, listen. If you can build up your name, and position yourself, and you can make $20 million from doing the minimum amount of work, going around and saying, hey, eat these Patti LaBelle pies. Ladies and gents, this is where you definitely want to be there, okay? However you get to the bag, as they say. However you get to the bag, by all means, do that, okay? If you can license your name, if you can put your name on soap, if you can put your name on pies, if you can put your name on, let's see, I like Yankee Candle. Shout out Yankee Candle. Contact. If we could do the Tony Rizzano Yankee Candle scent, by all means, listen, look. I'm doing a commercial. I'm doing a commercial for Yankee Candle. Yankee Candle. Yankee Candle. All right, enough of Yankee Candle. They're not paying me. I'm about to be on my Oprah. They not paying me, so we not doing too many. We not doing no free commercials anymore. Okay? But let's say Yankee Candle, just an example. Yankee Candle wanted to they wanted to be like, hey, we love Tony Rizano. We love his podcast. We love his marketing prowess. Okay, we want to do the Tony Rizano Yankee Candle, and they said, hey Bucko, here's $1 million. We want to use your name. You know what I would say? Thank you, Yankee Candle. Do I care that I'm not making $10 million from the candle? I'm making $1 million. No, you don't care. And that's another thing. Let's talk about that. Since we're on the whole, you know, generational wealth and all that pizzazz. One thing that I have a problem with when it comes to people is when people complain about other people. You know, like I use Carol's daughter, Lisa Price. I use her hair products. I wash my hair sometimes, and she has a great story. She started her hair company out of her house, and eventually she sold her company to a bigger company, and or she sold a percentage. I don't know how that works, but she sold a majority of it, I believe, and she got, a lot of money. And I saw people complaining. They're like, "Hey, why would you sell?" Listen, you know how hard it is to make a product. You know how hard it is to up to scale said product. This is a lot of work. I got a friend. He's selling cookies. Shout out to my boy. He is selling cookies, and it, it's a lot of work. He's had to, he had to buy the trademark. He had to fly over here. He had to go over here. He had to do this. He had to do that. Called me up one day talking about shipping containers. Doing all this and all that. And I go, man, that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to scale a business to make it national. Okay, it is a lot of work, and you see people all the time like, oh, why would you? Come on now, if they offer you, you do this work for 10 years, and this is all exhausting. A lot work is exhausting. Okay, mental work, physical work does not matter. If you lift a hammer 20 times a day, or you on a computer all day, all this work is mentally challenging. And if you get the opportunity to say, "Hey, man, you can take a break," they're gonna give you a lot of money to sell a piece of all or whatever. If you can do that, by all means, do that. It does not matter your race, does not matter your nationality. None of that matters. None of that. We gotta stop acting like, why would you sell? It's just like when the people sell their music. And people like, why would you sell it? You could give it to your kids. Man, listen. Somebody want to give you $100 million for some of that music that people selling. You know, what your kids gonna do with it? What your family gonna do with it? Or is your family, like, gonna do anything with it, or will they do more? Can they do more with the money that they get? They might want to buy a business. They might want to invest in property. They might want to do this. They might want to do that. So we got to stop acting like ain't nothing worse than talking to people that don't have money about money. Okay, there's a reason why you ain't got no money. It's the same as whenever now I get more people talking to me about content and all this. Now everybody's a genius now. Everybody knows. I'm making content. I do the podcast. We do the YouTube. Hey, you ever thought about who? You ever thought about? That's I appreciate it. I like you. I don't. There's a reason why we keep chugging along, and I know the home run is coming. We're hitting singles, doubles, triples. We're doing all that. The home run is coming. It's just a matter of time. You just have to keep it going. So it doesn't matter if you're Sidney Sweeney, Pattie LaBelle, me. Does not matter who you are. If you could give your name, if you could license your name on something and make money from it, ladies and gentlemen, you are there. If your name is a brand, you are there. And you gotta start breaking it down. Because I gotta get more clear with this, okay? You say Trump, you think what? Hotels, you think luxury, You say anybody's name. You got like one or two words. You can somebody, Patty LaBelle, Patty Pies, okay? Master B, Master P, Master B, Master P, rapper, now entrepreneur. I mean, these are you wanna be able to say you. Somebody says your name, you want it to be in right there. So what are you? What does your name mean? Okay? This is where you want to be, ladies and gents. I hope you enjoyed this show. We touched all the bases. We went from Sydney Sweeney soap to to sweet potato pie to Carol's daughter to shampoo, which I enjoy as shampoo. I like it, even though you sold your soul this price. I'm just kidding. I'm only kidding. Listen, if somebody come to me right now and say we'll give you $3 million for this show, I'll say, well, good night, Gracie. Good night, everybody. Cut the lights off. We gone. Okay. But listen, we all got to do what's best for us. You can make more money if you think your family can make more money with the music you produce, then go for it. If not, sell your catalog. It's all right. And at the end of the day, the goal is, to have things, to have money, to have something. You just don't want to walk out with nothing. You want to have something. It's neither here nor there. All right, ladies and gents. But ladies and gentlemen, as I told you before, to get into the show, the goal of the show is to get you on the email list. So click the link below. Join the email list. Become an escape artist, ladies and gentlemen. I am showing you what to do when it comes to creating a business for yourself, when it comes to creating content for yourself, when it comes to getting out of a situation that you do not want to be in. Ladies and gentlemen, become an escape artist. Join the email list. We will be emailing you every day. All right. We will have affiliate links in these emails. We will have, every day there will be something. Every day there will be something, opportunity for you to click on a link, whether it be listen to this podcast or watch this YouTube video or follow us on TikTok or follow us on Twitter, or you should buy this product because I think it's great, or you should buy a product that we are selling. Whatever it is, we will always have some link for you to click on. It does not matter. Some days it will be selling, some days it won't be. But we will have daily emails, and you need to join the program. Okay, you need to become an escape partner and sign up for the email list. And also, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe to the podcast, subscribe to the YouTube channel, because we will be doing more content on YouTube and will not just be about the podcast. We will have all types of content. It's a whole television program. I am going to be a host, and we will have it all laid out, all spread out. The more we go along, starting today, all right? But in the meantime and in between time, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tony Rizzano. Thank you for listening. Good night, Gracie. And as always, everybody, peace. And God bless you too, by the way. Peace.